We begin tonight in Paris, where French President Emmanuel Macron has promised to step up support for Ukraine. After talks with Ukraine's President Zelensky, Macron told a joint news conference that his country will provide 2 billion euros of additional military aid. He also said Moscow must accept a 30-day ceasefire with no preconditions. Both leaders cautioned against easing sanctions against Russia too early. Zelensky and Macron met ahead of a summit of Ukraine's international allies that is due to discuss future security guarantees, including the possibility of a European peacekeeping force. All right, we want to go now to our correspondent, Lisa Louise. She is at the Élysée Palace right now. Lisa, what were the key takeaways from this press conference between Macron and Zelensky tonight?
I think the main point was that this was really a show of support. Emmanuel Macron was saying very clearly Russia is the attacker, Ukraine is the resistant. He also was giving a look ahead to tomorrow, basically lining out that these 31 delegations that will come here together in Paris tomorrow will talk about how to continue to support the Ukrainian army in the short term, in the long term, how to work towards a stable peace, ceasefire, and also how to then, in the long run, provide possible military support, as in soldiers on the ground in Ukraine. All those topics will be discussed tomorrow here in Paris, but very clearly so the Elysée is stating that you cannot trust Russia, really, because they have shown how they use foul play in the past, and that here the Europeans and all the others coming together are showing their support for Ukraine.
Lisa, we keep hearing more and more about a reassurance force. What can you tell us about this?
Absolutely, that's a term that has been used over the past days and weeks. And tonight we have heard a little more of, what that could actually mean. Emmanuel Macron was saying that soldiers could be, sent to zones, to the areas of peace in Ukraine in the future, right next to strategic assets and to big cities. There would be military bases, he said, real soldiers sent there not to be on the front line, but if Russia attacked that country and then, went to that zone of peace, as he said, obviously these soldiers were there to reply and to defend the country. One question that remains open, though, is what countries will send soldiers to Ukraine. That will certainly also be a topic on the table tomorrow at the discussions here in Paris.
And Lisa, the French president is saying that he does not want to deliver any judgment too early about the role of the United States in Ukraine. I mean, is it trying to move forward here with or without the U.S.?
Well, absolutely. There are all options on the table. Mind you, they have been talking about a U.S. backstop that would come after the Ukrainian army as a first level, then, European or other allied forces, and then the U.S. backstop. Is not really clear what that would mean. That could possibly be air support, intelligence support. But what seems really clear here in Paris today and tomorrow in general, really, is that Europe needs to learn to stand on its own feet. And that is something that France has been pushing for years. Other countries, such as Germany, are now also kind of turning towards that option. And the big question again is how to make it happen, how to produce military equipment in Europe so that the continent can stand on its feet and also defend Ukraine, that it sees as, the front line of Europe and also, the guarantor, so to say, of Europe's security.
DW's Lisa Louie with the latest from Paris tonight. Lisa, as always, thank you.